Our today's reading is taken from Mark chapter 12, verses 38 to 44. And it says, "How happy they are if he finds them ready, even if he should come at midnight or even later. And you can be sure that if the owner of a house knew the time when the thief would come, he would not let the thief break into his house. And you too must be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you are not expecting him." Peter said, "Lord, does this parable apply to us, or do you mean it for everyone?" The Lord answered, "Who then is the faithful and wise servant? He is the one that his master will put in charge to run the household and give the other servants the share of the food at the proper time. How happy that servant is if his master finds him doing this when he comes home. Indeed, I tell you, the master will put that servant in charge of all his property." They all gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all she had to live on. Out of our poverty, Warren Buffett and Bill and Melinda Gates made history when they launched the Giving Pledge, promising to donate half of their money. As of 2018, this meant giving away $92 billion. The pledge made psychologist Paul Piff curious to study giving patterns. Through a research test, he discovered that the poor were inclined to give 44% more of what they had than wealthy people. Those who felt their own poverty are often moved to greater generosity. Jesus knew this. Visiting the temple, he watched the crowds drop gifts into the treasury. The rich tossed in wads of cash, but the poor widow pulled out her last 2 copper coins, worth maybe a penny, and placed them into the basket. I pictured Jesus standing up, delighted and astounded. Immediately, he gathered his disciples, making sure they didn't miss this dazzling act. "This poor widow has put more into the treasury than all the others," Jesus explained. The disciples looked at each other, bewildered, hoping someone could explain what Jesus was talking about. So he made it plain. Those bringing huge gifts gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything. We may have little to give, but Jesus invites us to give out of our poverty. Though it may seem meager to others, we give what we have, and God finds great joy. In our lavish gifts. What does it mean for you to give out of our poverty? How can you give everything for Jesus today? God, I don't feel like I have much to offer. My gifts feel puny and worthless, but I'm here, all of me. Will you receive me in my poverty? Have a blessed evening, everyone. And may this day's reading, today's daily bread, trigger us to give more than what we have. Because it is not about giving a lot of money, a lot of our properties to the poor and the needy, but it is about giving everything that we have, even if we have nothing. Good night, and God bless us all.